Yeah. Let's go. We're about to get started. Told y'all. I told them. All right now. I told you. I told you. I told you. Straight up. I tried to tell people this during the Celtics series. Tell me I'm lying. After the Pacers eliminated Cleveland Cavaliers, what did I say? The Knicks is going to beat Boston, of course. Right? If the Knicks win 2 games in Madison Square Garden back to back while facing the Celtics, and if they eliminate the Boston Celtics in Madison Square Garden, Game 1, Game 1, Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks, in Madison Square Garden, you would have to be crazy to bet the Knicks Game 1.
Are you fucking serious?
I said that. I been said that. Now, the way they won like that, didn't expect it. Right? Yesterday's show, I said if the Celtics, if the Pacers do win, they'll cover that spread. They'll probably lose by 1, 2, or 3 points, right? Or they'll just win the game outright. If anybody missed when I said that, well, I thought I said that like 1,000 times yesterday. And did I not say, yesterday's show, did I also not say, wouldn't it be surprising if what the Knicks did to Boston Celtics with the comebacks, the Indiana Pacers did to them?
Are you fucking serious?
I said that. I said that yesterday. This game happened exactly how I thought. I mean, through the buzzer beater shot, I'm not going to say that part, but a close game or Indiana Pacers taking the game and in the fashion that they did by coming back, I told you that was going to happen. At some point, you have to know when to pick your battles when the New York Knicks are playing in Madison Square Garden. It just is what it is. You have to be careful when the New York Knicks are in Madison Square Garden. I still have them going to the NBA Finals, right? I still have them going. But you have to know when to pick. You can't just pick the New York Knicks to go on a 4-game sweep against the Indiana Pacers because you know that's not going to happen. I see my guys in the chat. I'm going to get to y'all. I feel good, though. I'm not going to lie, because I called it, right? There was a lot of things that even you guys in the chat was piggybacking off with me, with the thoughts. And sure enough, guys, it happened. It happened. I'm not sure how to call game 2. I want to see something. Because you know how numbers move, right? Got the New York Knicks at 6. The way I'll call it, I might lean towards the New York Knicks game 1. I mean, not game 1, game 2. Game 2, I think so. We got my man Mello the Great in the goddamn building. We got my man Grotopia, a.k.a. Grotopia fan, in the goddamn building. We got my man Adrian Settles with the medal in the goddamn building. We got my man Double P in the goddamn building. DJ Harton, he's in the goddamn building. My man Grandy Marquise, he's in the goddamn building. Now, when I say building, that's my guys that's in the chat. Everybody that's not chatting, but that is watching, you could be anywhere in the world, but you here with me, so I appreciate you on some real shit. I appreciate it. For real. You know what? I see you guys in the chat. But it's crazy to me, right? Because we called that shit exactly the way it was supposed to happen. I keep telling people, man, you got to be careful when it comes to the New York Knicks. When it comes to game 1, just be careful. Pick your poison. What did I say yesterday during the chat? I say, yo, today don't feel like a New York Knicks win. I look outside and they just don't have that vibe. Being a born and raised New Yorker, and when I say New Yorker, I mean like in the same borough as Madison Square Garden. You know, not in the other boroughs. But I'm just saying, though, like right in the same borough, like it's right there. Sometimes you can feel it. Right, so it's kind of like when I said Boston, New York is gonna close Boston out in Madison Square Garden, right? Even the other game where the Knicks won in Madison Square Garden, right? We went hard, like, yo, the Knicks are gonna win those games, right? And sure enough, it happened. We felt that shit. this game one versus the Indiana Pacers, I know how that feel. It just had that Reggie Miller type of feeling to it. I'm telling y'all. That's the reason why I said don't bet the Knicks. Y'all know that. I was saying that since the freaking since they eliminated Boston, even before they eliminated Boston. What I said, yo, if the Knicks close out Boston in Boston, right? I mean, I'm sorry, if the Knicks close out Boston in New York, you got to be crazy to bet the Knicks game one of the Pacers. I said that. I said that plenty of times. Come on, guys. You should have knew better. What we got here? Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, I see Hala Shuffle. I see Hala Shuffle in the goddamn chat in the building. Hey, bomb for that, man. So, before I do some more ranting and shit, let's see what you guys is talking about. Grotopia, aka Grotopia, my man, he says the Knicks Pacers game one had 6.6 million viewers allegedly. There they go with that sick shit again, right? Like we supposed to really believe that, right? They just be making up numbers. Melo says, yeah, we was right about them Knicks to drop a bomb. Yes, we was. Called it. Right down the middle. Right down the middle. That's right, my man. That's right, A. That's right, A. Ha ha ha. Double P says back on the live and not in the replay. Yeah, my man, you is back. What's up, my guy? Randy Marquis says the Knicks burnt me viciously. I would be up 2K right now. Damn, Marquise. Marquise, what did you bet? Did you have the Knicks money line? Or did you have the Knicks with the spread? Where and how did they burn you? Let me know. Mello the Great says, who wins tonight? I say it's a closer game. Well, closer game. I'm not gonna lie to you. The game that we got with the Knicks and Pacers, that was a good game. But if you're comparing it to last game, well, of course, yeah. I'm gonna look at. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna look at more of a in play, to be honest with you. But if Minnesota starts off hot, that could be a I don't know. I'll probably be making a mistake. But let's not forget, Minnesota started off hot last game when we saw what happened. So you just gotta be aware of that. So I'm gonna look at the line and see. Hopefully it is a close game. Like it's not like gets out of hand like the last game did, you know. So Mello also says they like to have one game of blowout and then the next game be close. Yes. It's not, you don't really see blowouts. You're talking about the same round, right? Just the same series too much, right? It can get a little bit boring and stale like that, unless they have a reason why they do that. But I don't see them doing that. It was too much SGA celebration, you know, since he eliminated Denver, and then last game he did good, you know. So I'm probably fading, and I'm gonna rock with Minnesota with the points. The game may start yet. I just may lay it down. I'll probably get something good, unless OKC starts off hot, and I can get a better number or Minnesota, you know, something like that. So we'll see, right? Grandy says the new Reggie Miller script. Well, I told you, every time they come to Madison Square Garden, there's always going to be that. There's always going to be that. You can't have a Knicks Pacers rivalry without Reggie Miller having something to do with it. So yeah, give it the new Reggie Miller script. The way listen, I'm not gonna lie, that was an enjoyable game. Like that was a good game to watch. Shout out to the NBA for the way they did that. The way they did that game, right? But I also tell people, man, you gotta understand it's the New York Knicks. The game happened. The game happened exactly how I thought that shit was gonna happen.
Are you fucking serious?
Just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But what happens in game 2? I mean, I say the Knicks tie it up 1-1. That's what I say. I say the Knicks tie it up 1-1. Like I said, I'm still rocking with them to go to the finals, right? But what Indiana's doing, I feel like they may gas out. You know? Or if they go to the finals, they're gonna get their ass, their booty holes gonna get pumped up in the finals. Either or, I don't have them winning the finals. Just straight like that. Let me just get straight to the point. You know? So it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, the new Reggie Miller script, the crazy T-Mac script. I see what you're saying, scoring all those points the way they did in such little time, right? Melo says the series is going game 7. Anybody that's watching, if anybody that's watching, do you think that this goes to 7 though? That's what I want to know. Because 7 points, how many of y'all actually think this shit goes to 7? That's interesting. 7 points. I'm sorry, 7 points. 7 games. I want to feel like it does though, right? Last year it went to 7. Is it possible for it to go to 7 again? And then what? The Knicks win this time? Because we got to think about it. How do you think the betting is gonna go if it goes to 7? Right? Like I would love to see what the line is going to be. I know it's going to be in Madison Square Garden, but I'm trying to think, like, do they actually have it go to the Garden? Because them beating Boston Celtics, correct me if I'm wrong, right? You people may feel different, but them beating Boston Celtics and then celebrating like that, the way it was here, if you guys only knew, you would have thought that New York Knicks won a championship, though. So I know if those of you are going to say, well, if the Knicks win game 7 in Madison Square Garden to go back to the finals, that's going to be a bigger achievement. Got a point there. You got a point though. But I don't know if I could say, I'm not going to lie to you, I don't know if I could say 7. I'm still waiting on a surprising injury. I predict, this is just me, please don't call me no hater or anything about like that, but I still think somebody's going to fake an injury very soon.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. An injury is coming. Call me negative. An injury is coming. I know it sounds negative, but an injury is coming. It may not be big. It could be small, but an injury is coming. Damn, a few of y'all think it's going 7. Pacers, Double P says Pacers game 2 is a lock. Indiana Pacers to win game 2 is a lock. That's what Double P says. Not me, but that's what Double P says. But then we have somebody else in the chat. We got DJ Hall, and he says, I say the Knicks win it in 6. The Knicks will win it in 6. Then Melo the Great comes back. He says, the spreads don't make sense if this was real. How the home team lose game 1 and be favored by more points in game 2. That actually makes sense. Shout out to Melo for pointing that out. I mean, I kind of say things like that, but it feels good to see other people say that shit. Like, it just don't make no type of sense at all. So you guys see the shit don't make no type of sense at all. All right. Just so we know, it don't make no type of sense. My man Repeat 7-4, knock your jaw in the goddamn building. What's good, Repeat? My man Bisco Watts. My man Bisco Watch, aka y'all better hide your watch in the goddamn building. Shout out to my man Smith and Wesson 93. Says, he said the hat is tough. Good looks, my God. Smith and Wesson in the building. My man Soul 10 in the goddamn building. Let's get back to what y'all talking about. Yeah. Knicks. Melo says Knicks definitely win game 2. Probably cover the spread. Yeah. Me personally, I think they win the game. I would like to see how the spread, moves around. But New York Knicks, game 2 so far subject to change. But yeah, I think a favorite. It's gonna go back to a favorite winning them all. But we still looking at what this Minnesota game is looking like. I think Minnesota should give it a better game. Too much Shai Alexander. I mean, granted, he's the MVP, but it's a lot. It's just a lot going on with him. So I don't know. Sometimes that needs to calm down. Or maybe they just win 2. They can always go up 2-0, and Minnesota gets their get back when they get home. That's possible too. So we not even gonna act like that's not possible. It is possible. So I mean, it is what it is. That Reggie Miller ritual tribute from Holly, yeah, with the choking and shit like that. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna go down. You know it's so crazy. Don't be surprised if no, because I'm thinking about Reggie Miller was my favorite player, right? I'm trying to think about all the great things Reggie Miller did. He did a lot of great things, but let's just keep it 100. That shot yesterday, the way however that happened, I don't know. I'm not questioning it. None of that shit. That shit, bro. That's gonna go down. And the fact that it happened in Madison Square Garden too. You guys are. I mean, those that been there knows how the environment is in Madison Square Garden. The fact that it happened there and the way it did, that may go down in history as one, not the best, but like maybe one of the best shots ever, especially when it comes to New York Knicks. Shots being done on the New York Knicks, I could probably say, ooh, that I'm trying to think off rip. I may want to put that at least maybe in top 3 history to keep it 100 in Madison Square Garden with it being done to the Knicks. Not the Knicks doing it to the opponent, but it being done to the Knicks. I'd probably say that's like top 3 ever in Knicks history. Oh no, I understand the whole Magnus shit. Yeah, but I'm just saying that the way it was done. You know what I'm saying? Like the way it was done, like the way they did that. They did that good. However, whatever Magnus shit they did, or if it was luck, however it was, I personally think if he probably would have missed it, there would have been a ref somewhere waiting to make a call. Knicks wasn't supposed to win this game at all. So if he would have probably missed it, there would have been a late ass call after the bell rung, after the horns went off, and then somebody would have went to the line. Some dumb shit. I still think it was supposed to be the Pacers regardless. Dead serious. So I ain't arguing about that. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Repeat says the Knicks is cooked. beating Boston to take everybody's money in this series? We gonna see. We gonna see if the Knicks is cooked. There's only one way to find out. You know what I'm saying? I have the Knicks to go to the series, but if they lose, I'm not. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me see. This is game one. We've seen a lot of crazy shit. Listen. Oh yeah. Let me show y'all. That's what I wanted to say too, right? Video capture. Yeah, let's see right now. Let's see what it's looking like, right? We said we was gonna talk about it. See what y'all think about this. Sportsbook. There you go. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got here. Oh man, what we got here? So for those that's looking at the screen, as you can see, what do y'all think? What y'all think? Come on, you can tell me. Don't be scared. Y'all can tell me what you think. New York Knicks is a plus 134 right now. For anybody that's not watching the screen, New York Knicks is a plus 134 to win the series. Indiana Pacers is a minus 158. Now, what did I say in yesterday's show, right? You fade the Knicks game one, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. You fade the Knicks game one. Fade the Knicks game one. Now what happens is their odds, because their odds was a minus 145. But if the Knicks lose game one, all the Pacers would need to do is win 3 more games to go to the finals, aka winning the Eastern Conference Finals. Right? So if you fade the Knicks game one, if you are rooting for the Knicks to win the series, let's just say, right? If there's anybody rooting for the Knicks to win the series, right? And you didn't like the number that you had got, or that you saw after they beat Boston, which was a minus 145. You fade the Knicks game one, which they was gonna lose. I don't know how many times I gotta keep saying that. The Knicks lose game one. Now they become underdogs who win the Eastern Conference. Case in point, you see it right here on the screen for anybody watching. Right there. The Knicks are a plus 134. This is via FanDuel right now. Most likely they're still plus money over there at DraftKings or at your local bookie, or if you bet what's that? The offshore betting accounts, right? Because some states is still not legal yet, right? So if you got an offshore like Bfyre, aka the rest, you're still gonna get plus money for the New York Knicks now. So what do you do in this situation? Me, honestly, I say take the plus money. I say take the plus money, plus 134 with the New York Knicks. Now you got a better line. You know what I'm saying? But if there's anybody out there, listen though. If there's anybody out there that wants to take the Pacers, you can get the Pacers at minus 158. That's some still good odds for you to invest in, honestly. It starts to get worse when it starts to at least go to 170s and all that. I'm like, but 158 right now, if you're rooting for the Pacers, anybody out there, I think y'all should take it still. If you're going for the Pacers. If you're not, I don't know what to say about that. I don't know. My fault. But let's see. Let's go back to these comments. Let's see what you guys. Matter of fact, anybody that's not in the comments that's watching, shout out to you. You could be anywhere in the world, but you're here with me. I appreciate you. Even if you gave me 1 minute of your time and watched it. Appreciate that. Don't forget to hit that like that. Don't forget to hit the like button. God damn. Let's see what else you good fellas and good women is talking about over there. Or I already got that comment right. The Reggie Miller, Rich. Okay, yeah, I got that one. I mean, I don't. I mean, Shuffle says the last four threes the Pacers hit in regulation looked so fake, especially the buzzer beater, the magnets in full effect. Let me ask you a question for those that's out there. How many of you guys think that the magnets has something to do with that shot? Let me know. Be honest. Say how you feel. For those out there, how do you feel about magnets? Do you think that magnets have a lot to do with these last second shots? I want to know. You can be honest. You don't have to feel like people's gonna laugh at you or anything like that. I have my stance on sports, but like this is solely on the magnets. Like, are you pro that these magnets really exist? Like, let me know. I would like to hear your thoughts on that one. I said it like this: if there wasn't no magnets and he really did make the shot, I feel like a late whistle was going to be called if he had missed it. To be honest with you, the NBA is good for doing that. You know, the NFL does that a lot too, right? Last couple of seconds, and then the quarterback throws the ball, and then the receiver, tight end, whoever's supposed to catch the ball, they don't catch the ball. Then all of a sudden, there's some late whistle and there's a flag, and it gives them another chance to score, aka the Chiefs.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I saw that, Grow. He says, Growtopia says, Bfyre. You see Indiana Colts own the passing away the day Indiana Pacers play in the Eastern Conference. I know, right? You guys find it funny how these things happen and when it happens. Me personally, like when it comes to the whole death thing, I mean, people have to die. It's not like it's a for sure thing, right? But it's when these deaths happen, especially the professional. Let's say it could be former professional athletes, people that's in power, owners, sports owners or like big investors, whatever. My theory, this is my theory. My theory on it is these people actually don't die on the days that they're reported. Most of them are reported. Their death is reported on different days. That's just how I feel. That's how I feel. I feel like certain deaths is reported on certain days, aka the whole. I don't even want to go there. It could be a touchy thing for certain people. But those who know what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm talking about. These people can probably really be dead. They can die, of course, right? We're not going to run with that stupid stuff. Yeah, they can die, but I think when they're reported dead, I think the day sometimes is off. That's just me. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. Well, I think the take is. Grotopia also says, I think the Pacers take a 2-0 lead and then in Indy. Let me ask you a question though. Do you think that it's set for the Knicks to win? Because if the Pacers go up 2-0, and is everybody going to give up on the Knicks to the point where nobody will bet the Knicks to come back and win? And it's now liable on the sports books? Because how much money is on the Knicks to win and how much is on the Pacers to win? We have to ask that, because if it is set for the Knicks to win and the Knicks going up 2-0, the Pacers going up 2-0, how many people's actually going to pound the New York Knicks to come back from 2-0 and win? We have to think about that. Things can be real liable for the books if that happens. Not saying it's not going to happen, right? Because this could be all set for the Indiana Pacers to win the Eastern Conference Championship. Listen, y'all, they're in it again. They went last year. Right? Failed against Boston Celtics. I do think they're gonna do one game better than they did last year. Last year they only won one game against Boston Celtics, right? I could be wrong. I think they only won one game against Boston Celtics. I do think that Indiana Pacers is at least gonna win 2 games this series. That's just how I feel. See, I always think about things like that. You have to do better than what you did the previous year. Do better than what you did the previous year. That's when it makes sense. Double P says OKC blowout again. You think it's gonna be one of those? Hold on, let me see something. Now I'm gonna have to start checking shit. Okay, the game ain't even start yet. The spread is 8. That would be crazy. That would be crazy if that happens again. How many of y'all think Minnesota is just gonna get blown out again for the second time? That'd be boring. But I mean, don't be surprised if OKC does win, just to be sure of the whole your man, because he got rewarded today, right? He got rewarded with that today. Hmm. Hmm. I gotta inplay this. It may be it may be I don't know. It may be a close game. Grotopia says Shaw he's feminine. I don't know the whole agenda with him. I think he's making they trying to make him the fake the bootleg Kobe. I won't be surprised if he has whatchamacallit, some allegations in a years down the road though. But I think they making him into a fake Kobe. Yeah. Yeah, because they doing the whole thing with y'all ever watch the Kobe comparison between them two? It's damn near the same, right? I'm not gonna lie, it's damn near the same. And then you have the fact that they're 18 years apart. No, they're 24 years apart from how they got drafted, and then I think they got drafted to Charlotte, and then end up going somewhere else. They didn't even get to play for Charlotte. That's what happened with Kobe. That's what happened with SGA, and it ironically happened to happen 24 years apart. Kobe's number. I mean, I see what they doing. I see what they doing. I'm just not convinced with. I think the NBA's parity right now. So, but I see what they doing. So if anybody didn't catch what I just said with the whole Kobe and SGA comparison, and it is what it is. It just is what it is. I'm so used to leagues promoting certain teams. They're always in first place and shit like that. But when it comes to the playoffs, they just never get it done. Is OKC gonna do it this time? I'm not. It's. I don't know. I don't know. It's possible. But we gotta see. They may go up 2-0. Hey, I don't know. Right? Repeat says the Pacers is 6. Double P says the Pacers is 7. Double P says the game will be at MSG. People will be in New York. I'll take Indy. Now you talking about game 2 or you talking about you talking about game 7. So that's what happened last year, Double P. You do know that, right? The Knicks and the Pacers went to game 7 in Madison Square Garden. So are you saying that it's gonna be a repeat of last year? The Pacers go to Madison Square Garden and they win at 7 again? Okay. Repeat says the Pacers win 3 in a row. Then the Knicks win 2 in a row. In game 6, Pacers blow them out. So the books takes everyone's cash. So repeat, who you got for the NBA Finals? Let me ask you that. NBA Finals. Oh shit, I forgot to tell you. Yeah, my 12 o'clock, my birthday start. Yeah. May 23rd. May 23rd, my birthday. Tonight. I can drop a bomb for myself on that one. He said game 7. Yeah, I would take Indy again. Game 7. Oh man, shout out to Repeat on the happy birthday, B. I appreciate that. Yep, it's almost that time. I'll be the big 4-0. Somebody explain to me why is Scott Foster bleeding?
Are you fucking serious?
Why is he bleeding? Oh, I see. He got hit in the nose. Repeat says, I'll be 51 next week. Repeat, my fellow Gemini. Shout out to my man Double P on the happy birthday salute. Shout out to my man DJ Horton on a happy birthday salute. Appreciate you, my guy. So I need to know, people. I really need to know. Was yesterday a fluke for the fans? What does the NBA have in store for Game 2, the Indiana Pacers and the New York Knicks? I tried to tell y'all, you supposed to fade the New York Knicks in Game 1. They don't. I'm not going to say they don't always win, because last year against Indiana, Game 1, they won. But you just got to pay attention to the temperature when it comes to New York Knicks in Madison Square Garden. Sometimes you just know if they going to win or if they just going to blow it. If I'm lying, I'm frying. That's why y'all need, for people that y'all know that's in New York, you just need to like pick their brain game time. Real shit, like, yo, what's the weather looking like over there? Like, what's the environment looking like over there in New York City? I tried to tell everybody, I went hard, right? Even way before the weather. For anyone that just came in, I tried to tell everybody but even before the Boston series was over, I said, listen, the New York Knicks Game 1, if they take out Boston in Madison Square Garden, knowing that they won the previous game at Madison Square Garden before they took Boston out, right? So they won their last 2 games in Madison Square Garden. They're going to go against the Indiana Pacers in Game 1 in Madison Square Garden, and no chance in hell that they win. They're going to blow it. I said that. Shout out to my man Mike Lenz in the building. Thank you for the birthday wishes, my guy. Shout out to my man Ishmael Reeves. He in the building, aka the chat. Shout out to you on the birthday wishes. So you guys, you guys understand. I try to do this, right? Learn to pick your battles. There's no chance New York Knicks was gonna win that game. This what they do when it comes to Madison Square Garden. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. It's what they do. You gotta take advantage of it. If you don't take advantage of it, you don't got nobody to blame but yourself when you don't get the outcome that you want. That's like believing in the goddamn Cowboys and always thinking the Cowboys is going to get it done for you. You know, the Knicks winning in Game 1 yesterday was the same chance that the Cowboys would have had if they was up 21-0 with 5 seconds left to win the Super Bowl. They would still blow it.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead serious. Come on, people. Y'all got to do better than that. It's the New York Knicks, man. I know when to pick them, when not to pick them. You got to fade them. And for anybody that still roots for a certain team, because I know a lot of y'all still have teams that y'all love. Let's just keep it 100. Some of y'all won't admit that. But that's how you got to do when it comes to your teams. Learn to pick the spot. You got to know when to go in and when to go out. I'm trying to tell you, it works that way. You have to be careful. And I already knew that's what's up. That's what it was with the New York Knicks. There was no chance in hell that shit was going to happen. That's what they do. Respectfully, New York. That's what New York teams do a lot. It is what it is. You can't be so fanboyed out that you don't think your team does nothing wrong. It don't work that way. New York Knicks are flops. And that's what happened, y'all. You understand? Come on, man. Y'all understand what it is. So what's next? What do we do next? What happens now? Somebody tell me. What happens now? Real quick. Minnesota 10, for those that's not watching the game, Minnesota 10, OKC Thunder 12. First quarter, 6 minutes, 58 seconds left. I repeat, 6 minutes, 58 seconds left in the first quarter. Minnesota Timberwolves 10, OKC Thunder 12. Game 2, OKC Thunder leads the series 1-0. Is it going to be a repeat of what happened the day before yesterday? Or is it going to be a closer game this time? Is Minnesota going to cover the spread? Is Anthony Edwards and the rest of the Timberwolves going to get their first win? That's what we need to know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. But yesterday, we needed yesterday. We needed the Knicks to do that. That drove up the ratings too. It drove it up. It was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed every second of it. What do we say? Knicks come back. The same way Boston, the same way they came back against Boston. The Indiana Pacers said, "All right, we're gonna do a comeback. We're gonna do that late comeback and shit, right?" Same thing. You can't tell me this ain't a game, bro. Because it goes back to what I always say. There has to be some entertainment for the fans, because there's no way. If you really supposed to win a game, you ain't supposed to do it that way. And you know that. We could just drag the ball out. Bounce it real slow until the time runs out. Technically, right? If you want to win the game, if you're supposed to win the game, if you want to win the game, that's exactly what you're going to do. That's what you're going to do. What? Wow. What the fuck is you doing? But they're not allowed to do that, right? Because remember, you still have to entertain the fans. That's the reason why I stand on the principle that I stand on. Y'all know what that is. I don't have to keep repeating it. But there's no way. There's no way sports can 100% be authentic, knowing that you still have to cater to the watcher and the viewer. And you got to keep the ass in those seats. No way. Like I said, at 9 o'clock, I'm going to be over there in my man Lobo's show. You know, being a guest on his show, he probably got a lot to say about last night and things like that. So, yeah. Yo, I appreciate all you guys rocking with me. I had to speak our shit, you know. We spoke it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, right? We're going to be back on. Shit, I would love to do a birthday live, depending on how I feel. Right? But the next game is tomorrow too as well. So, Friday, yeah. Am I gonna be by Madison Square Garden, Atlantic City? It's gonna be one of them. Yo, shout out to all y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Yo, if anybody made money last night off of my pick, my Indiana plus 4.5, and my Indiana money line, shout out to you. Thank you for believing in me, yo. Fuck is you laughing at? Real shit though. I rock with all y'all, man. For real, for real. So I'm gonna leave it. We'll be back on tomorrow too. We got some shit to talk about. Hopefully tonight will be a better game too. Hopefully it is, right? So I'm gonna be over there. Is it rigged? Scripted? Fixed? I honestly I don't know. You tell me. I'll see y'all tomorrow.